Welcome to this yoga practice. Come to find yourself in a comfortable Shavasana, lying on your back. Maybe your toes turn out and your heels turn in. Maybe bring your left hand to your heart space and your right hand onto your belly. And we'll be here for the next 5 to 7 breaths. As you inhale, really focus on your belly ballooning out, expanding, pushing into your hand. As you exhale, feel your belly moving away from your hand. And with every exhale, allow yourself to become consciously present in your body, to drown out any outside distractions and to really gift yourself the next 30 to 40 minutes for this practice. Big deep breath in and exhale. Next, inhale, reach your arms out alongside your ears, stretch out your body as if you are waking up from a nap. Maybe rotate your wrists and your ankles, move around your fingers and your toes. Draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your body. Draw your forehead to your knees. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. And then interlace your hands at the base of your neck. Allow your head to fall heavy in your hands. Your knees are at 90 degrees. And then as you inhale, bring your left elbow to your right knee. Exhale, right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, left elbow, right knee. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And draw your knees to your chest once again. Wrap your arms around your legs. And then rock and roll back and forth, massaging your spine onto the mat. And then create enough momentum with that rocking to come up and over into a tabletop. So you'll find yourself in a tabletop with your knees underneath your hips and your shoulders or your wrists underneath your shoulders. You'll inhale for cow now and exhale for cat. Inhale as you lift your head and heart space. Exhale as you draw your head in and dome your spine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Next, inhale, reach your arms forward alongside your ears. Drop your chest to the mat as you send your sit bones nice and high for puppy's pose. And you can choose either your forehead is down to the mat or your chin is down to the mat. Big deep breath in and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, you'll come back to your tabletop and then push up and back as you exhale into downward facing dog. So your first down dog of your practice, take some time to do whatever feels good in your body in order to open up the back line of your body. So maybe that is lifting your heels up and placing them back down again. Or maybe you need to pedal your knees out or walk your dog. What you're looking to do is just gently create a little bit of space in those hamstrings. Maybe you feel like you need a twist here. Reach your left hand to your right ankle or shin. Peer underneath your right armpit. And come back to down dog. And then reach the right hand over to your left ankle or shin, peering underneath your left armpit. And then when you're ready, you can come to find your down dog, gesturing your chest towards your thighs as you send your sit bones nice and high. I'm going to inhale now into a rolling cobra. Drop your knees and then push back into a hovering child's pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale as you roll forward, articulating your spine. Child's pose in a hovering position, knees off the mat. And then exhale, down dog. Inhale to roll forward. Exhale, back and up, down dog. Inhale, arch your back all the way forward. Exhale, stick your butt out as you come down and up into downward facing dog. Next, inhale, slowly start to walk your feet to your hands until we find ourselves in a standing forward fold, whatever that may look like for you, at the top of your space. And here you can maybe bend your knees, wrap your arms around your legs, draw your forehead into your legs. Imagine your head nice and heavy here, sit bones are nice and high. Your head is pulling you forward and down. If that's too much for you, feel free to interlace your hands to either side of your elbows and hang in a ragdoll. Or maybe place your hands underneath your feet for Padahastasana. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, slowly start to rise up, stacking one vertebra gently on top of the other. There's that arch in your back as the top of your back, and your head is the last to rise up. Give yourself a nice big shoulder shrug when you get to the top. And we'll meet in Tadasana, the soles of your feet together, unless you have a lower back issue, in which case they're hip width apart. Inhale, arms rise, interlace your fingers, flip your palms to the ceiling. As you exhale, lean all the way over to the right. Stretch out that left side body. Inhale to rise. Exhale over to the left, stretching out the right side body. Inhale to lift all the way up. Leaning over to the right now, take the interlace out. Arms alongside your ears, inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale all the way up. Reach your arms behind your back. Create a fist with your hands and then just gently open up the top of the chest. Maybe your fists lift off your bum, maybe they don't. Gentle arch in your back, inhale. Exhale, fold all the way forward and then release those hands. Inhale for halfway lifts and your fingertips up your shins. Create a tabletop with your back. Exhale to fold. Then a step back into a high plank. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. And exhale as you drop your knees, your chest, your chin, sliding through into a low cobra. Inhale as you lift your chest off the mat. Maybe your palms lift off the mat. Exhale to place your hands down under your armpits. Push up into a plank. And then exhale all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to look into some froggy hops in a minute. So taking your last breath here, And then bend your knees, look forward, and as you start to hop, kick your heels to your bum, and then land in a Malasana yogic squat at the top of your space. Palms of your hands come together. Press your elbows into the inner seam of your knees. Find a nice straight back, draw your shoulders back. Rise up out of your pelvic floor, so make sure that your pelvic floor is switched on. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hands go down, sit bones nice and high, and then heel toe your feet together, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, tabletop with your back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, high mountain, stretch out your body. Exhale to fold. Ground your hands down, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, up and back, roll over your toes. If you can, we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Looking to the front of your space, bend your knees, we froggy hop to the front of your space, meeting in that Malasana yogic squat. Maybe bring a little bit of movement into the hips by gently rocking back and forth, or find some stillness if you are comfortable in this Malasana. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hands placed down to the mat, sit bones nice and high, heel toe your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up alongside your ears, bend in the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, high mountain. Exhale to fold. Ground your hands down, step or hop back either into high plank or straight into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale on your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, right knee draws into your chest. Step that foot all the way through. You're coming into warrior 1. Ground your back foot at 45 degrees. Hips are square to the front. From here, exhale, place your hands down and then step into a high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left knee draws into your chest. Step that foot all the way through, back foot at 45 degrees as you rise up into warrior 1. Focus on your hips square to the front. Exhale, place your hands down, step back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, we meet downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bend in your knees as you hop all the way forward. See if you can catch yourself, find a little bit of air time, and then find yourself in that Malasana. Start to feel the space that you're creating in the hips. Start to feel the space you're creating in the chest. hands go down to the mats. You will heel toe your feet together. Standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms sweep up alongside your ears, Utkatasana. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise alongside your ears. Exhale as you fold. Place your hands down, step or hop back into high plank or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, right leg extends up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot all the way through and inhale up into a high lunge. Draw your low ribs in, arms alongside your ears, plug your shoulders down. Exhale, place your hands down, drop the left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms rise. Exhale, gesture a back bend if it feels good in the back. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, place your hands down, shimmy your right foot out slightly as you find yourself in a runner's lunge. And either your knee is off the mat or on the mat, or maybe your forearms are down to the mat. Find a runner's lunge that works for you. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath in. And exhale. Next, inhale, step your weight into your right foot as you lift your left leg all the way up, finding a standing splits. Draw your chest to your thighs. Place your hands down to the mat now. We're going to do 3 handstand switch kicks. So all you're wanting to do is to play with that air time of sending weight into your hands as you find a little bit of flight time. Have fun with this. And we're going to do this 3 times until you have the opposite leg up into the air. And then step your right foot back as you find a high lunge on the other side. Inhale here. Exhale, place your knee down, sweep your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back bend. And find that lizard on the other side. So you now place your other hand into the inside of your other leg. Your knee is just outside of your hip line. And remember, your knee can be off the mat or on the mat. Maybe you want to get into the groin with your forearms down. Start to bring that foot in line with your hip. Step your weight into your left leg as you find your handstand, or rather your standing splits on the other side. Place your hands down to the mat and we handstand switch kick once again. Have fun with this. Hands placed down to the mat, switch those legs around. Remember, you are just looking for a little bit of air time. And we do this 3 to 5 times until you are back with the opposite leg extended up. Place the legs back, place both the feet back as we meet in downward facing dog. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Bend into your knees, hop all the way forward in that froggy jump until you find another Malasana. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in and exhale. Place your hands down to the mat, sit bones nice and high, heel toe your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, stretch it out. Exhale to fold. Hands placed down to the mat, step or hop back, either into high plank or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale on your up dog and exhale as we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, right leg extends up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose and then step your foot all the way through, coming up into your warrior one. Hips are square to the front. Place your hands down to the mat. Step your feet in line with just outside the line of your hip, toes facing forward as you fold over the front leg in a pyramid. Bend your knees if you need to, especially that front knee. Inhale and exhale. Just step your foot back now, opening up into warrior two. Back foot is parallel parked. Really switch on that front thigh as much as possible. Make sure that it doesn't fall inwards. Open up at the knee. Arms are in line with your shoulders. Easy gaze over your front middle finger. You're going to find your reverse warrior as you slide your arm down your back thigh and bring your front arm up and over. Warrior two is your transition. Straighten your front knee, pop out your hip as you find Trikonasana, triangle pose. Your arms are at 6 and 12, gaze to that top hand. Inhale to lift all the way up. Pause in your warrior two and then open up into extended side angle. Front arm to your front inner thigh, back arm comes up and over. And then a twist in your torso as you gaze underneath your left armpit. Place your hands down to the mat now and swivel onto your left leg as you find, or your left foot as you find a Vashisthasana, a side plank. You can stack your feet on top of each other or bring your top foot in line with your hip as a modified side plank. Step your top foot all the way to the back and find yourself in a wild thing as you arch your hips forward now and bend in your back. Reach your arm all the way over. Feel that stretch. Place your hands down, push up and back, down dog. Inhale and exhale. Next, inhale, bend in your knees, jump all the way forward. Find that Malasana one more time. Inhale here. Exhale, feel those hips open up. Inhale. And exhale. Place your hands down, send your sit bones nice and high. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, create a tabletop with your back. Exhale to fold. Place your hands down to the mat, jump or hop back into either your high plank or your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Either way, we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left leg rises up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step that foot all the way through, rising up, warrior one on the other side. Focus on those hips being squared to the front. Make sure your shoulders aren't bunching up alongside your ears. Exhale as you fold forward, find that pyramid, step your feet closer together. Make sure your hips are square. And then when you're ready, you can bring your chest towards that front thigh. Remember, you can bend into that knee a lot if you need to. One more breath here. Step that foot all the way back, open up into warrior two on the other side. Parallel park that back foot. Bend generously into that front knee. Switch on that quad. Turn your leg up at the knee, so make sure those knees are on. And then you'll bend back into reversing your warrior. Slide your back arm down your back thigh. Front arm comes up and over. Inhale to lift all the way up. Warrior two is your pause. Then straighten that front knee, pop out the hip as you exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale to lift all the way up. Warrior two is your transition. Left arm into your left thigh, right arm up and over as you find extended side angle. Gaze underneath that right armpit as you twist in the top of your torso. Hands go down to the mat now. We are going into side plank on the other side. So you're going to swivel onto the blade of your right foot. Stack your left foot on top of your right. Then bring your arms to 6 and 12 once again. Remember, you can modify your side plank if you need to. If you're struggling in any way, you can place that top foot down onto the mat. One more breath. Then we're going into wild thing. So step that top foot back in line with your hip as you reach all the way over, extending your hips forward, arching in your back. Reach your arm all the way over. When you've had enough of that, place your hands down and we meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. I'm going to place your knees down to the mat. We meet in a child's pose. Breathe for a little bit. Rest your heart rate or lower your heart rate. As you inhale, feel your belly maybe pressing onto your thighs or onto the mat. And then as you exhale, feel your belly moving away from the mat. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Come into a dolphin pose now. So come onto your forearms. It's quite a lot in the shoulders. Your hands are in line with your shoulders as you press your weight into your forearms and come into a forearm down dog, if you will. And see how long you can be here for. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to be moving into headstands, and if you would prefer to not practice a headstand today, you can always move between a child's pose and dolphin, which we just did. Headstands are really great, but they're also a lot in the neck, so feel free to sit this one out if it feels like it's too much. And feel free to find a wall to practice your headstand against a wall, just if you feel like you need the security. So coming into this headstand now, place your forearms down to the mat. You can interlace your hands behind your head and then place your, just below your crown, the space between your crown and your hairline goes down to the mat. Send your hips nice and high, draw one of your feet to your bum. And then when you're ready, you can either stay here or you can activate your core as you start to come all the way up, straightening your legs and maybe finding a little bit of air time in a headstand today. A nice one to do is to imagine you're squeezing your knees together with a tennis ball, and that will help to just straighten your body out. You want to aim to be here for 10 to 15 breaths if you can. When you're ready to come out, slowly lower all the way down. And we'll find ourselves in a child's pose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Imagine all the residual tension in the neck and the shoulders leaving your body with every exhale. Consciously feel your heart rate slowing down. One more breath. And exhale. Your next inhale, slide all the way forward into a crocodile. You can place your hands down onto, or your head rather, down onto your hands. Breathe for a moment here. Feel your belly pressing into the mat beneath you when you inhale. And exhale, feel it moving away when you exhale. Roll over onto your back now. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself that squeeze. Love yourself like you would love anybody in your life. And then we'll end off our practice in a happy baby. Reach to the inside of your feet and kick out into a U shape. This pose is meant to kind of realign your back and allow a full spinal connection to the mat beneath you. And if that feels like it's not happening for you today, then feel free to hold on to the outside of your knees, which will do the same thing. And maybe you feel like a bit of a straddle holding onto your big toes as you open up your legs. You can gently rock, massaging your spine to the mat. And then when you're ready, you can lower your legs down as we find our final resting pose, Shavasana. Feel free to starfish your body out. Take up as much space as you need. Inhale and exhale. Allow your body to sink heavy into the mat beneath you. Allow your eyeballs to roll back into your eye sockets. Allow the tension in your neck and shoulders to melt away. Namaste.